Hello, YouTubers. This is the fourth week where we continue to demo new features and new capabilities in a simple project I built a while back called GitFile. GitFile is a project that's aiming towards giving you as an engineer a visibility on your performance, your level, things that you need to invest in. Maybe it's an API integration or an API controller or something as simple as just writing up a documentation and building continuing to invest in your skill set. Gitfile has grown a lot exponentially since the last time we've talked. The last time we were talking about being able to, just see all the different aspects, how many projects you're involved in, or what your level is, or what your grade is, or how much score do you have, and pairing sessions. Today, I'm introducing you an even greater capabilities that will even help you, get from point A to point B as soon as fast as possible. Today, the feature that I'm trying to show you today is all about learning. It's all about guidance. A lot of people have reached out to me throughout the last couple of weeks and they said to me, how do I do this code drop capability or how do I build this storage broker integration? How do I do these things? So it kind of started this idea in my head, about, okay, these people need guidance and I need to kind of connect all the content. I put a lot of content out there on the internet. Some of it is written, some of it is visible and through YouTube videos, and some of it is just code. And it's all public and it's all available. The only thing I needed to do is just to connect the dots, including myself, to the system so I can provide as much guidance and as much help as possible. So let me show you here what we have. I'm going to go to my Git file profile here real quick. Now, one thing we didn't talk about last time, which is the projects. Now you get to see and visualize how many projects you have, in addition to how many pairs per percentage. So you don't have just the one pair per percentage. Now you know how many pairs you actually paired with. Grade, days, level, rank, score, all the different aspects that show you, your level as an engineer and your strengths. But if you scroll down here a little bit in the opportunities area, you're going to see an entirely new set of things here. So today you can now see the repository. So if you're excited about Mom's Who Code repository or maybe Sophie Core or Taarafu Web, now you can know immediately, which repository you want. Mehdi told me about this one. Thank you, Mehdi, for your feedback. This is pretty cool. In addition to the type, I'm going to show you 4 different things. There's 4 different new things that will help you get from point A to point B as soon as fast as possible. What are these things? For instance, in here, let's pick up the foundation services. RESTful Sends as a library needs, some help, or maybe foundations here on the portal. We need help, right? What you can do, I'm going to provide you here with an example, a code example. So if you click on this, it will take you to an existing merged PR that shows you exactly an example of code that does exactly something that looks a lot or similar to what you're working on, right? So if you need to build a foundation service, you want to see some people, they don't need to read theories or they don't want to watch anything. They just want a simple code example so they can follow the same steps. So now you can have an example that matches exactly, like for instance, in the view area here, I want to see an example of a view PR. Here's a view PR, the one that Milan pushed in that shows you exactly what a view service would look like, right? So that's the example piece. In addition to that, let's say for instance, okay, you have this whole bunch of code, but some people learn differently. We all learn differently. Some people learn in all kinds of different ways. I'm going to provide you also here with the theory, the read about how to build a foundation service. What is the origin of it? How do you build a foundation service? What's the theory behind it? And all the possible details that you can imagine for days and days and days of documentation that will hopefully help you kind of attach the example, the practice with the theory. So this links together these two contents together. So that's the read part. And then there is a watch part. So I put a lot of YouTube videos out there, right? So you can see a lot of these YouTube videos. I'm going to show you like videos step by step, every single step of the way, how to implement, the requirements. So if you don't like to read code and you don't like, if you don't like to read code and if you don't like to read theoretical, academic, or practical content, watch the video. right? Watch the video, and the video will be able to kind of help you out, see what you can do. Let's say you don't like any of these and none of it makes sense to you. I added an ask button in here. And this ask button, like right now, I'm the only person that is in contact, but I'm going to add in more mentors as people just step up and kind of, try to come help me out and say, I want to be a mentor as well. This ask will connect you with a person. This will take you to my LinkedIn profile where you can just do more and start talking to me, start asking me questions. People ask me questions all the time. Like if I show you my messaging, if it wasn't for privacy reasons, if I show you my messaging section, you will see like tons and tons of people that reach out to me and try to communicate with me all the time. So this also works. And if you don't want any of that, and maybe you don't have LinkedIn, if you click go, it'll take you to the issue. You can just go up in here and reference me. Say, Hassan, I have a question, and then I will try to reach out to you as soon as fast as possible. So this way, you have potentially all the things that you need to get from point A to point B. Example with code, reading materials, watching and mentoring materials. This should get you up and running really fast with being able to pick up an opportunity. And this is not exclusive to people who have profiles. If you've never been to GetFile and this is the very first time, this is the very first time you're going in, you can just go in and log in. I'm gonna log in here with another account that I have. Here we go. Just a second. I can log in with, this is an example of someone who's never used GetFile, and you'll find exactly the exact same capacity and capabilities in here. Oh, there's a base component. Here's a requirement. You can watch it. You can see an example of base components. Everything you could possibly need to get from point A to point B. It's just a work of love to all the engineers out there to be able to get all what they need so they can start building their careers and building their skill sets and actually go out there and build something standardized, enterprise level for the rest of the world. I hope that's useful for you, and I can't wait to show you what I also have in my pocket in the next week. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, please feel free to drop a comment in the comment section, and don't forget to like and subscribe. I'll see you in another demo. Take care.